Hey, we live. It's been a while, since we've been live, dog.
A couple of weeks at least, right?
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. But I mean, life happens.
True.
What up, Jeff?
I think the last time we did a live, the Knicks were still in the playoffs.
Actually, yeah, you're right. But listen, the one thing is I hope everybody can appreciate and understand is that life happens. I
What's
mean,
up, Jeff?
what's up, Jeff? Life happens in such a profound way. And it's the thing about bowling still a game, it's a sport, but life is every day. You know what I mean? So things happen that sometimes are either positive or negative, but at the end of the day, it's life, right?
Yeah, I
Steve's
suppose
in the
so.
building. What I'm trying to say is bowling is just a small piece of my life. It's a major piece, but in a scale of importance, it's relatively small.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Business, family, those things always will be priority.
Good evening, Steve.
That's what I'm talking about. Missed you guys. I've had life happen. So I haven't talked to
Discord's
you guys
always
in a
open,
while.
people.
Glad to see you. Hey, Jeff, look, we haven't been live for a minute because I've had life happen. You know what I mean? Had life happen. Been bowling atrociously. Life's been hard. Well, I'm sorry to hear it's been hard for you for a while, Jeff. I'm definitely sorry to hear that, man. I hope things are pick. I hope everything is looking up. But yeah, life can get challenging. Um, but for me personally, it's been challenging, a little rocky, situational. And then bowling wise, A can tell you better than anybody. I've been bowling pretty bad. But here's the thing though, I'm not upset about it because I'm in the middle of a really big physical change. That's what I'm talking about. Talk about bowling, take your mind off some things. But yes, I'm going through some physical changes, but the physical changes aren't my issue. Is it A?
No.
So that's what the topic today is. Topic today, Jeff, Steve, and everybody else that's going to be here. The topic today is going to be physical change. It is the mental game. Well, it's higher when I open up, but when I'm closed, it's a little lower. But here's the thing: I can do both now. Um, but just you watch though, Jeff. Everything's gonna get a lot better looking. Just watch. Just watch. What's up, Red? That's my dude. How you doing, Red? But again, and I can't stress this enough, physical change is hard. Especially when you've been doing something for so long, it's really, really hard to do. But if you focus and you lock in and you're willing to put in the work, it can be done. It's the mental part of the game that I'm struggling with right now.
And that's the hardest hurdle for most people.
It's the mental part of the game that I'm struggling with right now. And here's what's funny. I can walk my boulders through it like it's nobody's business. But for me, it took me a while to see it. And then I see it, but I don't know how to fix it. Right, I've been struggling mental the last 2 weeks for sure. So, hey, you want to tell them what my physical my physical ailment is? My mental ailment, I should say, not my
So,
physical, my mental.
Coach C has a case of what we used to call the competitions. So the competitions is a nasty flu-like disease that you get when you play sports, and everything in practice is hunky-dory and works well, physical game, all that stuff, scores well. But then you get into competition, and it's almost like you're warping into another dimension. Because once you arrive, you can't do the things like you did in practice. It's like a really bad cold.
And the bad part is, I don't even look the same. Oh, let me fix this. So that's the bad part. The bad part is when I'm in competition, I don't even look the same. My physical game doesn't look the same. Like I can practice, and right before the match starts, and you can record, and we can be live, and I could be practicing, and then I'll go up to competition, and I'll look like two different people. It's the damnedest thing. Okay, Jeff, your temper. That's oh yeah, you gotta. I hate to say this, but you have to learn, and it's not just you, Jeff. It's everybody. You have to learn how to separate everything outside of bowling. When you come in, you got to make it your happy place. You know that one place. You know, Happy Gilmore, the happy place, the place where you go where everything's rainbows. You know, that's what you got to do. You can't let one go to two. Man, shoulder's killing me. Back to the doctor tomorrow. Oh, see, that's why I'm not bowling left-handed. For that reason, right there, Steve. But I hope everything checks out for you, and I hope you're good though. Pressure makes my body revert back to bad habits and all sports shots. Yeah, but here's the problem I got, Jeff. It's not just sports shots. It's every shot. I don't care if it's a 9-pin, dude. It's just horrible. And I don't know I don't know. It's called what?
Spinster pucker syndrome?
I never heard. Oh, he's talking about butthole pucker syndrome.
Oh, sphincter.
Ain't that what that is?
Yep.
Thanks, Steve. but Steve, here's the problem. You ready for this, guys? I don't feel any pressure. When I'm
somewhere in your psyche, you do.
Yeah, right. But I'm saying, but I don't feel any. Matter of fact, listen, I don't feel any pressure. I throw a bad shot. I'll be like, I miss a spare. I don't feel the pressure.
You don't feel it consciously, but subconsciously, it's there.
I mean, I guess it don't help that I'm bowling in summer league, which I don't bowl summer league. Now I bowl in the sports shots in the summer, but that's just practice. I don't really see it. But I'm bowling competition wise. So here's what I'm doing, and A can tell you this better than me because A's against it. A will tell you he is against it. A is like me. I don't believe in making changing your physical game while you're in competition. And me bowling this league with AB, it is for scholarship money. So it's competition. But I told her, like, I'm changing my game right now anyway. So part of it is my physical game is not where it needs to be. The other part of it is I just mentally warped. I mean, I don't know.
You can't race the car when the hood's open and half the engine's missing.
That's a great analogy. Nobody got more faith than you, Coach C. You're great. But convincing yourself of that It's a hard thing to do. Once you convince yourself of that, you have no self doubt. That's the thing, Jeff. I don't doubt myself. I mean, lately it's creeped in because I'm not doing what I normally do. Like normally, I walk to a bowling alley, I line up, I make my adjustments, and I'm just doing what I do. Because I'm not feeling the pain here or here right now. So the two places I've been feeling the pain, I'm not really feeling any. So I can't use that. My physical game though has changed. I mean, it has really changed. Like if you watch the videos I just dropped compared to what I was before, it's changed. I can show you some side shots from today where you'd be like, okay, that's a little bit different. I'm gonna do release a ball comparison video. It'll be tonight or tonight or tomorrow early afternoon, where it's the Ion Max against the Ion Pro Solid to show the difference. And you'll see me actually not only rolling the ball, but you'll see me actually posting shots, which you never see me post. I walk off shots a lot instead of posting, but I posted every shot in the video. I think everyone but one. So again, my game is changing for the better.
Chad, that's not going to work in competition.
What?
He says, drive it till the wheels fall off.
Drive what to the wheels fall off? Oh, the car? If it ain't got half the engine, then you ain't driving anything.
Car's not making it out of the garage. That's the problem. Right.
Just trick your mind. Well, here's the thing. Unless you're bowling in a tournament, it's all practice.
Maybe you need to be hypnotized.
Drive it to the wheels fall. I love Chad, man. Chad's my dude. No, Jeff, I'm not disagreeing with A. See, but Jeff, right there, what Jeff said right there, where I got up on the screen, that's what A said. As the muscle memory kicks in, things will get easier. Because I mean, what I'm learning is still in a, because I'm learning multiple things. So I'm straightening my arms at the bottom. I'm getting the balance arm in longer. I am sliding through my power step. I'm digging in more, which is allowing me to slide and come to a stop while the ball is in the dead zone, allowing me to get behind it and through it all the way while still staying down. So all of that's taking place now. And I'm doing it in such a good way that I'm able to post each shot. So that means I'm actually under control. However, it's a little tricky.
Jeff, I miss you too, bud.
Yeah, I hear from him. I'm always debating with him. I'm debating with him anymore or not debating.
You get it easy.
I've been a pretty accomplished athlete in other sports. It's true for me anyways, but more reps, it goes away. Just take I agree, it takes a lot of reps. Remember, I'm an accomplished athlete in other sports too, but bowling is different. No, not really. Bowling's like football. Reps. You just don't know how long it takes. But learning a technique in football, I would see it, do it, got it. In bowling, it's a little different because your body's you got to be able to control your body in such a way that it makes sense to you. And for me, it makes sense when it clicks. And it's weird because different parts click differently. Like for me, that slide where the ball is still in my dead zone or entering the dead zone, that's big for me because remember, we were trying to get that leverage, remember?
Uh-huh.
But now I can get the leverage with my regular backswing or I can get the leverage if I'm open. Either way, it doesn't matter. I can still get it. So if I'm righter, I can use my regular backswing. If I am left, I can be open. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm using this thing right here to help. Hold on, let me grab it. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I'm using this bad boy to help me with my balance arm. So that's helping me with my balance arm, keeping it out in front of me. Yep. Well, the best form of perfect. You know, you can do the best you can. Yeah, they are.
What do you mean by power sports?
He's talking about like
You mean like
football.
car racing?
You can always try blindfolding yourself and visualizing the shot and then do it.
Just make sure to take the blindfold off.
Before you do it,
Yep.
you never. I bowled blindfolded before.
I would love to see that.
What's so complicated about it? What's the
Like
worst
I
you can
said,
do? Throw it in the wrong lane?
the worst you could do is kill the camera again.
I never killed the camera. Almost did though. You remember that, huh?
Of course. I'll never forget that. That's
That was
like the
funny as
best
hell.
highlight in the league.
Yeah, it was funny as hell. For instant change, timing is so hard because you're. Yeah, the body tricks you. You think that's the one thing about being on camera is your body tricks you, but it can't trick the camera though. You know how many times I tell A I'm doing something, and he'd be like, "Really? Let's look at the camera."
I have thousands of hours of footage that can attest to that.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Hey, I'm doing this." He'd be like, "Really? You want to look at the camera?" He'd be like, "Yeah, let's look," and I'd be like, "Oh man." But I've always been to the point though where I hate breaking myself down because I'm actually either too loose or too hard on myself, and I think I've got a lot better at that. What do you think, eh?
Um, baby steps.
What?
Baby steps.
I am good at looking at my own footage. I'm just, yeah, I am. I'm
You're
good at it now.
you're not as bad as you once were being hard on yourself as a self coach or whatever, but you're not there yet.
That's an interesting concept right there, Steve. Yeah, well, you know what? You'll never be. I may never be with myself. However, I'm able to use or watching myself as training tools now.
That's a big step.
Yeah, like I can throw a shot, look at him, like, okay, this is what I got to do, boop, 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 and then I'll go back and do it right away. And that's how I'm able to make changes. That's how I was able to post right away by understanding what steps I needed to take to do that. And then, guys, I went today and I recorded the Ion video, so I have it and everything. And I recorded it, and guess what? I pushed off and hurt my big toe. My big on my push power step hurt my big toe, man. So all that feeling good, all that no injuries, feeling healthy for the first time in a long time, and now I got a sprain in my big toe. I think it's a sprain. Yeah, Jeff, ain't that the truth? Just because you done something for a long time? Heck no, man. I bowled so bad. The only way somebody could win is if they minus a whole bunch of pins off everything. Hey, Red, do you hear what we were talking about? Competition issues. I got that kind of competition issue. We're talking about me. So it's just brutal. Yeah, it's like Della Reese and Harlem Nights. You gonna shoot off my pinky toe, but this is the big toe, and it's a pain in the butt. But I'll be all right. I'll be fine. I'll weather the storm. It's just the power step is really really important, and you don't realize how important it is until you can't do it.
Were you wearing bowling shoes when this happened, or were you wearing sneakers?
Bowling shoes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be sliding in some sneakers.
Well, you said it's your power step.
Yeah,
This isn't your slide.
I know, but I went back to my bowling shoes.
Oh.
Harlem Nights definitely underrated.
Why don't you wear a sneaker for your power step?
Actually, this that's when I first remember I told you that's when I originally when I wore I don't remember what shoes I wore. I think I wore the Nike running shoes. I
Yeah.
felt I felt the issue with my toe then, remember? And I was like, I wonder what it is. Maybe it's because I'm trying to push out with the shoe. So then when I changed to the Under Armour, it went away. But then I've been bowling with my regular bowling shoes because I'm trying to hit that short slide. Remember, I went to the two sliding pad.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't had no problems. But for me to slide the way I want to, I'm really digging in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm digging in.
Okay.
And I think that the problem is my foot just ain't used to it. But as I get used to it, it'll be fine. And if not, then we'll work it out. Left hand's always an option.
Harlem Nights is not underrated. You're out of your mind.
You ain't think it was a great movie?
I thought it was an amazing movie, but it's not underrated. I've never met a human in my life that said it was bad, or mediocre, or even just decent.
Yeah, maybe you're right. So before I get into the second part of this, guys, I'm guilty of this, and A can testify to this more than anybody else. I am a right now kind of person. Every sport I ever played, I was right now. If I need to make an adjustment, right now. So bowling, this is not a right now kind of sport. And so if you're going to be making physical changes to your game, make sure you understand what you're getting yourself into. If you ever watched the movie Roadhouse, Patrick Swayze said it best. It's going to get worse before it get better. It's going to get
That's
worse.
good.
But hey, tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
Guys, so the first time when me and A decided we were going to work together, he was like, hey, coach, when you're coaching your kids, but see, it's different when I'm coaching kids because I'm catching them at the very beginning. So I'm catching them at the beginning and I'm molding them to what I want. And with AB, it was a little different because even though she had been bowling, she wasn't the AB y'all see right now. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to stop what I didn't like and build what I liked, but it took time. But she's a sponge. God bless her heart. May not be the most intelligent sponge, but she's still a sponge. You know what I'm saying? Her Abby map is not good. I just put that out there. So A was like, hey, coach, I'm telling you, it's going to get worse before it get better. And the funny part is the first thing that we start working on, I didn't have that dip. I didn't have that dip. And then the next thing, I didn't have that dip. You remember that? A? And I didn't have the dip. And then we start working on the yo-yo, trying to incorporate it. And then we hit that right after Nationals in July where it clicked. Remember that, A?
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, that long. What'd you say?
The roller coaster went into the dip.
Yeah, that roller coaster went way into the dip. And believe me when I'm telling you, The dip is real. And then when you're trying to perfect everything, to make sure that you're getting everything right, you hit that lull again, and that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I'm serious, man. Steve, listen, man. I love AB. AB is my boss dog. One day, when she's a world champion, we're all gonna go into the chat 5 years from now and be like, "Yo, we knew it, we seen it," because she will be a world champ. We're gonna be like, "AB, the truth," and she gonna get up there and they're gonna be like, "Hey, what did you do out there?" And she gonna be like, "What do you mean?" They're gonna be like, "What was you thinking when you were winning?" She was like, "What?" They're gonna be like, "How do you feel now that you're world champion?" She was like, "I just want some French fries." That's AB. AB is the most kind-hearted, funniest person ever. You know what I mean? But her math is not good at all. Do you remember injuring your toe? Yeah, I remember right when it happened. Both times. But today when I did it, yeah, I know exactly when I did it. Look who's in the building. Stephanie's in the building. What up?
What's up, Steph?
I'm saying, what you on? What you up to? Well, you're going to, because AB power video, we had to re-record it. Chris said Club Toe. Yeah, she had to re-record the power hitter, but I got that done, so I just gotta edit it and put it out the pasture. So you'll get to see her throw the power hitter. What up, Chris? Hey, Chris, who you got in the NBA Game 7, Finals Game 7? Let's see if I can get y'all two fighting with each other.
There's only one answer. If he says the other answer, then I can't talk to him about basketball.
You know what, Stephanie? We missed you too. And, we have. Did you say what are the people XP points? The purple XP points? You seeing some XP points, eh?
I don't see anything, but I'm not in YouTube. I'm in StreamYard.
Oh, yeah. Stephanie, I'm going to have to look. I don't know.
I don't care.
The NBA is trash. There ain't no defense, no nothing, cuz.
The answer is go back and watch the 1995 finals with the Houston Rockets.
Being a Cavs fan, you got to go with the Pacers. What kind of trash does that make?
Steve, no, please.
That should be talking about LeBrick.
That's wrong on both accounts. We don't talk about LaFlop around here.
LeBrick. What a douchebag. Talk about MD the greatest flopper, maybe.
LaFlop James.
Yeah, LaFlop James. That dude is trash.
Why are you a Cavs fan, Steve? What's wrong?
I think he lives in Cleveland.
That's unfortunate. You can do better. You don't have to be. It's okay if you live in Cleveland to not support Cleveland sports, because Cleveland sports are horrendous.
Hey, Steph, I'm actually looking right now. XP points?
Because I live in Cleveland. I'm sorry for your luck.
See, I knew he lived in Cleveland. That's the only other way you can be a Cleveland fan. You can't.
I'm gonna tell you a secret, Steve. Since you live in Cleveland, you should know that you're close enough to other cities where you can support good teams.
So check this out, right? I have no idea. I don't see it, but I have no idea. Maybe YouTube got some stuff going on.
Revs on the left.
Maybe you got some stuff going on. I mean, but memberships are what they are. Hey, so how many of you guys use the targeting system? Cavs fan. That just emotionally hurt my feelings.
The Browns are a car crash every year. I still watch them every week. Hey, man, coming from somebody who used to live in Detroit, I have to always support the Lions. And for like 20 years, I
What
was
up,
with you.
Red? What up, Reds on the left? Hey, Red, I'm glad you like to be behind the scenes because, yo, we have a lot of fun, dude. We do. We really, really do. Stephanie, I'll look into it and let you know. I'll hit you up on Discord to let you know about that. But membership people. So here at Bad Bowling, we not only bowl, but we try to be innovators. Oh, you said the pit. Okay. So we're innovators and we try to do things a little, come out with some things. Holy smokes. I have no idea what this is, Stephanie. I have no idea what that is. But we're just going to play it like it is. So you use 3-point targeting system. So here at Bad Bowling, though, we decided that we were going to make a rig for targeting. So I want you guys to stay tuned because Bad Bowling, we here. I built the demo, then Sean built the demo, and we have a Bad Bowling rig that we're going to be putting to market at some point in the near future. And I might actually send out a couple for people to test out. It's something that you put together really quick. You stick it on a lane, you'll have a flag come down, and you'll be able. Now, here's the best part. The video that I did, you'll get to see it because it's with the rig. The rig is set up. So you'll get to see it. And in AB's video, you'll also be able to see the rig. Now, you can have two rigs, so you can have your marking and your breakpoint down lane, or in the second part of the rig that we're adding to it is it'll be a flag where your ball will go through the flag moves, and then also there'll be a laser pointed down lane so that you'll be able to see the trajectory of the structured angle in which you want the ball to go through to get you through the pins properly. So
I hope should ask Sean. You should ask Sean if he can construct a case.
What kind of case? A carry case?
Yeah.
That was already in the works.
Good.
What's up, Frank? Hey, Franco. Yeah, all y'all got crowns. All y'all kings and queens today. I use 2-point targeting system. So what the rig does is the rig's going to allow you to practice your consistency, which means it gives you so you'll use your mark as your target, but it'll let you see if you're actually hitting it and how consistent you are in hitting it. Does that make sense? So I'm going to use this with my team to get them better because the reality is I would like to win the state title at some point in trash. I don't follow hardly any sports anymore. Basketball is trash. Football, baseball's fun to go to. Hockey is hockey. Always love that. Man, listen, I'm not watching hockey. I don't care what you say.
What does that mean? Hockey is hockey.
What? I felt left out. Okay.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so Rebs, I'm going to watch that video in 2 seconds. I find when coaching people locally, most people can hit marks in the front of the lane. See, but here's the thing, right? And me and A was just recently talking about this yesterday. A, was it yesterday or the day before? You can hit your mark, but are you hitting it at the right angle? Like, remember when you said that you be 10 right of where you're trying to roll it?
Yep.
And then I asked you, what do you do if you're trying to change your down lane? And you're like, well, I just changed the angle. But that's the thing, though. Somebody can be like, oh, I just rolled it over 10. But you can roll it over 10 and roll it straight in the gutter.
Well, the perfect aim gives you that visual confirmation.
Right.
So you know you hit the right target or targets.
Right. So, and here's another thing. With that I'm noticing. And then high school kids, this is, oh my goodness, it's insane. High school kids, you tell them to hit 10, they'll roll the ball over 6 and be like, I hit 10 because the circumference of the ball is still touching it. Hey, that's not funny, man. Stop. That's not
It's
funny.
pretty funny.
Huh?
It's pretty funny.
I'll be like, yo, wait a minute. Just because it's certain, that's not. I'll be like, you better get away from me. Do them push-ups.
What is this king and queens nonsense? I want to be a jack.
When will it be ready? Well, Frank, the great part is the rigs. We're still in the demo phase, but I imagine we're just about out of it. We just got to test the laser part, which would be an add-on. You don't have to have it; it's just an add-on piece. But we're getting really, 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 really close to being done with it, and so close, in fact, that again, it's featured in the Power Hitter video and in the Ion Max, Ion Pro Solid comparison video. So it's available to you, so you will be able to see it. You're correct, Jeff. It's definitely, and that's why having the two targets, one up top and one at the back end, is beautiful. And that's why that's how I'm going to do it next time I'm out. Today we were just testing the rig out, so we had it front. But here's the thing, and this is fact on fact. If you're in target, if you're properly aligned and you hit the target up front, you'll see you throw a lot of strikes that way too. I sent two. One was serious and the other one is for laughs. Okay, so let's check it out. Oh, snap. Ouch. Sorry about that. Okay, let me see. Where's the second one?
All right, give me a second.
I'm watching this real quick, Revs. Is that a house wall? Oh, no, that thing's hooking. Oh. That's a nice.
You get what I'm saying, though, right, Steph?
Wow, what did you say?
I said, what's going on with this kings and queens nonsense? I want to be a jack.
Oh, I feel you, boss, but I don't know what that is. Define the breakpoint? Is that what you said, Frank? Most important, you got to need to define the breakpoint. The breakpoint is a spot down lane at the end of the pattern where you're trying to angle the ball to allow it to come off the pattern, and it's a spot that you pick out down lane that allows the ball to come off the end of the pattern, and if it does, it'll read it that right spot that allow your ball to roll to the pocket. So that's why breakpoint's important. Like Mark Baker, for example, he has the Baker box. What is that, like 5, 6, 7 or something like that?
Yep. Well, on a house shot.
Yeah, on a house shot. But here's the thing, the breakpoint changes. That's why they have that thing called Rule 31, where it's a guideline to help you get to the pocket, Frank. So where you are minus 31 from the distance of the from the length of the pattern, and that's a starting point for a breakpoint. It tends to work relatively well. I mean, if you have a really high rev rate, sometimes it doesn't work out the way you want it to. Sometimes. But breakpoint is probably just as it's probably more important than your mark, actually, theoretically. Any comments about that, eh?
Say it again.
Any comments in regards to what he asked about the importance of the need to define the breakpoint?
It's extremely important because that's where your ball slows down before it changes directions.
Unless you're bowling on 48-foot shark.
Then it's even more important because you have to change it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, here's the thing, right? When you're bowling, if say you're bowling on 34-foot wolf, you can start off with an idea of what you think your breakpoint's going to be, and it can change. Or for example, if you're bowling on a house shot and you're throwing, say, just example, straight up 7, and the lanes break down, you can move. And say if you move in 3 and 1, if you're when you move that one, your breakpoint actually changes that one board. So it can move. Your breakpoint can move with you. It doesn't always stay the same. And I will keep you in the loop, Frank, in regards to the targeting system. But again, you will get a chance to see it in the videos in which I drop. That's what I'm working on today. Notice today, open butt straight. Okay, that's understandable. Red, we're gonna have to talk about that. So I'm probably gonna hit you on Discord tomorrow. We're gonna have to talk about that. No, Frank, I don't have the video up yet. The video up, like I said, well, by the time I get out here tonight, be a little late to drop it. But I'll drop it early tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow's Monday. I was gonna go and do something in the alley tomorrow, but the way my foot is, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do anything. I'm gonna take that day off. That way I can try to bowl on Tuesday.
Red says, I just aim for the 6 pin for the break point.
What do you do when the lanes fry?
Are you talking about for house shot?
Pink Widow, urethane. Okay.
This is okay for a house shot because I had the 6 pin. Wait, where's the 6 pin? Is that on the 4 board or the? I think it's 3, 4, and 5, depending on what part of the pin you're actually hitting. So I mean, if you're in that area, you're doing fine. 4, 5, 6 is supposed to be like the magical spot for what would be a typical house shot. So yeah, if you're aiming for the 6 pin, that's fine.
So here's the thing. You see some people talk about the 3-step targeting system. Only thing that is looking down lane at one of the pins to give you a visual where you want your ball to be to get to as your break point, and then looking at your mark, taking your breath and going. That's the only thing that really is. So and like I'm seeing Stephanie says she uses a reflection of the pins down lane, which you can use that if your bowling alley has markers, you can use markers also. The lane markers down lane, you can use those too. However, Frank, what I can tell you is there is no exact spot for a break point, whether you're a tweener, cranker, how balanced, whatever you are. There is no exact spot. You'll have to, that's what practice shots are for. And it can change from week to week. And it definitely changes from alley to alley and even lane to lane. No, Craig, it's the 31 rule. Yeah, 31 rule. That's what they call it. 31 minus the pattern. So if your house pattern is 41 feet, you minus 31 from it, which would give you 10. That means the 10 board would be your break point. I did that today. I threw a spare ball on a wolf. Actually rolled pretty good too. Doesn't carry very well though. Well, Frank, if you're having trouble, all you have to do is send a video and put it into the Discord, and me and A will take a look at it, and we'll give you some tips to actually get it worked out. Remember, you're not in it by yourself, Frank. We're here to help as much as we can. All right, you got the other one loaded? Oh, I see it.
Rose says, my dirty bowling secret, I don't aim, I just spray and pray.
I like it.
So you're a league bowler.
Yeah, Yeah,
Wait, Rose,
Rose,
you're a lefty. You're a lefty. We don't have to aim. Our side's walled off.
that's what the targeting system is, drawing that line back. But here's the thing, though, right? With the rig that we're creating, when you can have a break, you can have your mark and then a rig down for your breakpoint, and you don't scuff up the lane caps or the gutter caps or anything. You don't put scratches on them, nothing. Any alley will let you do it. Matter of fact, the alley might ask you for it, so the pro shop can have it to help coach people. But what it does is it allow you to not only draw that line back, but it allow you to see if you're actually hitting it, or if how close to you are you to hitting it. No, anything we can do to help, man. That's what we do. You're struggling with your balance.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What's your
Hey,
struggle?
yeah.
Drop videos in the Discord, guys, if you need.
Yeah, if you're having problems with some drop videos, we will break it down. Craig, you're asking, but has left you trying to move further right? I'm not. Hey, are you tracking that?
I hear it's hard as a lefty to move right during transition. It depends, Craig, on it depends on the pattern more than anything. There's certain patterns for us. I would say specifically short patterns. We can't get much further in than 15 at the arrows.
Man, Frank's a lefty too.
Because we start crossing into right-handed territory. They invade our space.
And you don't want that.
And if you try to go deeper than that and you cross kind of like where they're normally crossing, which is between like, for us it'd be like 20 and 25, then that part of the lane is going to be burnt and your ball is going to do all kinds of crazy things.
Yeah, like hook, stop, hook, slide, hook. It's a mess.
Yeah, the general rule for us is to stay left of 10.
See, and Frank's a lefty too.
Man, you got all kind of southpaws in here.
Yeah,
God made people right. Look at this.
You better watch yourself. Don't get beat up, old guy.
Don't be mad. Wait, you're a natural lefty. What are you talking about? You're supposed to be on our side.
That's true, but I ain't bowling on your side, at least not yet.
You're like a traitor.
My shoulder was a traitor. For you, Jeff, 20,000.
I'm in.
No, I'm just kidding. We're trying to keep the price as low as possible. But I'll be giving all that information is coming. I just wanted to let you guys aware of the perfect targeting system. Perfect fit, perfect SU, perfect targeting system.
Isn't it the perfect aim? I like the perfect aim.
We can use that, the perfect aim. We can use that.
Rev says, move right? What is this, a foreign language? Exactly. There's no boards right of 10. What are you talking about? The lane's
how much
only
is it
8 inches wide.
Hey, Jeff, you asked how much is it for us to do video analysis?
$89 an hour.
What do we charge? Like 70,000?
$89 an hour. And that starts at the hour that you put the video in the Discord, and it ends when I say it ends.
That's crazy as hell. And you stupid. He said it is what I say it does.
I mean, that's how lawyers charge, right?
Yeah.
And there's a $400 retainer. So there's a few of us in here all at the same time. Yeah, Craig, I've never seen this many lefties in the same location before. It's crazy.
Hey, Jeff, just put it in the Discord, man. We'll take care of it. Just put it in the Discord. You guys are family, so we got you. Just put it in the Discord. We got.
Rev says, there goes my new ball fund. Coaching is expensive.
It is, but you know what? Listen, we'll work it out.
I gotta feed my pup, you know.
And if you're a member, video analysis part of it.
I'm not sure it would be a good idea to name your targeting system the Bad Bowling Targeting System. Why not? That would actually be cool. It's long.
No, I'm waiting. I have them all packaged up. I just haven't sent anything out because life happens and family happens, and I just read it's been a mess, man. And
Look at this. Look at this. Jeff's asking for a coupon. Frank wants a senior discount. Are there any veterans in here? Can you give any other discounts? Like
listen,
that?
if you're a member, become a member. It's part of this. It's part of the package.
You guys got to pay more than this guy.
I'm not named. Nothing that goes on the market is bad bowling. It's the perfect fit.
Frank says I'm a vet also, so you get a double coupon. Frank, just because you're a vet, I would do it for free. Even if I was serious about charging, I would do it for free. But I'm not actually serious about charging unless somebody wants to pay.
Hey, Revs, I got an idea. So the next ball that I don't like, right? You and A got a bowl for it. Do a virtual bowl off. And I'll be the commentator.
I'm still waiting for the first one.
It's in the pro shop. I just haven't got it yet. It's just sitting there.
It's in the pro shop? Well, it's only 2,000 miles away.
I'm scared to listen. I'm scared to touch it.
Why are you afraid to touch it?
Because the ball sucks. It should be in Rock River right now.
It may suck ass for you, but that doesn't mean that it's going to suck ass for anybody else.
Hey, Stephanie, can you tell Jeff how to become a member? You got to do it on your. I don't remember. You can't be on an iPhone. I know that much. I don't know what it's whatever swag ball I did the review on. I don't even want. You know what? It's fine. Hey, I promise I'll get it. I promise I'll bring it home. I'll bring it home and then ship it out this week. Listen, though, I promise you I will, but I'm gonna have to use plastic gloves though.
Plastic gloves? Why wouldn't you use rubber gloves?
That's what I'm talking about. I don't want to touch this shit. I don't want to touch that.
You've already touched it.
I ain't touching it again. I think that's what's wrong with my bowling.
Oh my Lord! I knew you were gonna say a dumb shit like that.
I think that's what's wrong with my bowling. I got swagged.
Yeah, swagged.
Rebs, don't get swagged. Look, Stephanie says she loves the virtual bowl off. I like it too. That's a great idea. Virtual bowl off.
I'm down. Who's this against?
Revs. Two lefties.
Revs on the left?
Yeah.
Wait, Revs, don't you average like 210 or something like that?
If you got Apple, you got to go to if you got Apple, you have to go to the web browser to do it and not through the app. Jeff, that's a rather interesting thing you just said. Can you guys explain to me why I can't throw anything with Venom Core or super low diff core without finishing or carry problems? I
would
think
need
that
a
might be
whole lot
you.
more information than
Yeah,
just
that
that.
might you know what, Jeff? Throw some shots with those balls and then send it because it might just be your alignment or whatever. Rev said he's down. He said he ain't scared of you.
191 book. All right. So you got to give me like 80 pins for handicap.
Yes, Red. I'm saying that the swag ball jinxed me. That's what I'm saying. Swag put out a jinx hit on Coach C. I should put
See
that
what
on a
happens when you
t-shirt.
turn down a contract?
I should put that on a t-shirt.
I got swagged.
Yeah, I got swagged.
On the back, you can have the swag symbol with like the non-smoking cross
Yep.
over it. You know?
Yeah, I got swagged. I should do a ball. I should have I should I should have ball if I do me a jersey like that. I got swagged. Virtual
I got
lefty roll off.
swag.
That's exactly it.
That's like getting Munson.
IQ Tour Venoms. Once I get up into the cores or more, I don't have a problem with this or carrying the corner.
Oh no, Jeff, it's not the differential that you're having an issue with. What are you using these on a house shot?
It's the surface.
Well, the IQ Tour specifically, and it's mostly for a house shot, that has been known to be a 9-pin stud ball, and that's because it's built for control.
Yeah, but you can put a little surface on it, man, and it'll do a little better. But Jeff, you're a lefty too, right? Yeah, he is. I think he's a lefty too.
You're a lefty and you're getting that kind of count with tour balls?
I think he's a lefty. Yeah, he's a lefty. Them venom should be murdering things for you.
Yeah, that's correct. I'm gonna say it's either your layout or surface.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he ain't changing his. He's not matching surface to the lanes. It can't be. Look at that. Stephanie says she's playing the winner. Look, do I gotta set up some virtual bowling matches? Is this what I'm hearing?
Wait, Rev says the handicap is I'll bowl with the rattler and you. How's that a handicap? You're a lefty.
Rev's is trying to cheat.
If anything, you have an advantage. I have all reactive stuff.
Revs is trying to cheat. I like it.
Right?
I like it a lot. Look at that. Stephanie said, "Oh, Jeff's a righty. Never mind."
Oh,
Then
okay.
if you're a righty, it's definitely surface because I can carry all day long with the IQ. I just can't see it very well. And Venoms, I carry very well with them too. I just couldn't see it very well. Look, Stephanie says she's out the winner. Okay, that's cool. I guess I got to set up some virtual matches for some of you guys.
Stephanie, what's your average?
Oh, Frank's bowling in Challenge League. That's good. And then this week they're bowling on the 2025 Queens pattern.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about. Dang, look, all of y'all want to bowl in virtual matches? Look, even Reds that I'm in with handicap.
For any of y'all putting up these challenges, we're bowling on red square.
Oh, hell no.
Why not?
Hell no. Hey, guys, listen. I hope you listen. If you're going to bowl him on a red square, I'm going to have to email you and you're going to have to sign a mental health document.
To sign a waiver? How about this?
Yeah.
How about we put five patterns in a hat and you draw?
Yeah, you're going to have to sign a waiver to bowl a red square because let me tell you that that's 50 feet of I'm sorry ahead of time. That's it's not good.
Stephanie
I find it
averages a
hard when I moved
180.
to nowhere, Tennessee.
Nice. Man, all of y'all are going to give me handicaps.
2 or 3 hours. Kentucky. My sister lives in Kentucky. Listen, finding a good pro shop operator is the most important thing you could ever do. Stephanie 185. She gets some handicap too.
Last week was on the USBC Masters.
Jeff said he's
44.
Jeff said he's 223. Jeff said he's 223 on a house and 217 on sport.
217 on sport? You're definitely giving me handicap. Red square is going to be your handicap.
But moving up, I've been working. Look, Stephanie got strong and stuff. Look at Stephanie got the muscles. Send me a video, Steph. Let's see how your work coming, how your progression coming along.
Red says I'm 165.
Revs, have you ever asked them if they would put out a pattern? Have you ever asked that question? USBC Masters, 44 feet. 41 to 41 feet. 44 to 40. 41 to 44 feet are my absolute. I'm a monster. I don't like 45 to 48. And I ain't a big fan of anything that's 35 and below either. Rev said he's 155. Rev, you get some handicap.
I'm with you,
It's
Red.
whatever sports shot is picked at the time, right? Revs. But you got to ask them. I mean, most centers would accommodate you. If you said, hey, I'm trying to do a virtual thing, any chance you can help me out? They would do it. I don't see why they wouldn't.
If they don't, just find the mechanic and offer him a case.
Yeah, hourglass pattern, yep.
Or lunch.
I'm never there when that's why you ask them ahead of time. Say, hey, can you do just a pair for me or one lane for me while talking about Virgil?
Frank says, can I get a handicap on 220? You can give a handicap. How about that?
I just recently went from storm to moto stuff. I can see that, Jeff.
Different shapes, huh?
Yep, I can see that. I can really, really see that because, yeah. But Moto got some really good stuff. I mean, Moto got some really, really good stuff. But I can see that being an issue, though. And then all the Moto balls come at such high surface. And so getting them right to match the lanes in you, it's a bit tricky sometimes. Especially since their stuff is a bit stronger, like the Max Trail Pearl. That ball's strong. It's stronger than the Ruby, than the Typhoon. It's actually up there with the Wrecker, which is insane, but it's true.
Can't find a benchmark ball? What do you mean?
Oh, Craig, listen, man.
Ooh.
We all got bad knees over here, dude. We all got bad knees over here, dude.
Primal Shock's a beast. That's the motive equivalent to the Phase 2.
Yep. Moto got some stuff. You said the Venom Shock or the Primal Shock?
Primal Shock.
All right, I was going to say that Venom Shock is a monster.
The Primal Shock is stronger and earlier than the Venom Shock.
Yeah, Frank, you went down a pound. What'd you get on to 14?
Wait, Jeff, you already got the EJ ball?
Yeah, the EJ ball has been out for a minute.
The white one? Like the
Yep.
new one?
Yep.
I thought that was the end of the month.
No, it came out June 2nd.
Did you throw it yet?
No,
Why not?
because they sent me two 15 pounds, so I had to send them back. And I was gonna get one of the 15 pounds to Drew, but it only had a 2.5 inch pin, and that's not good.
No.
Actually, I had a 1.5 inch pin.
I still think you should get the Evoke Pearl.
Think so?
Mm.
That's because it's so daggone strong. Jeff, that EJ Jackal, yeah. It ain't strong as the Jackal. It ain't strong as the Jackal Onyx, but
Wait, Jeff, what you're saying doesn't make any sense. The Venom Shock hits like a marshmallow. For me, my Idol Pro was way better. They're way different balls.
Rev said, "Don't mention that to me. My hurt." Yep, look, Rev. I got bad D's too. Love the
when
face
you said
too.
Idol Pro, sorry, go ahead.
Love the Evoke.
When you said the Idol Pro, Jeff, are you talking about the purple ball or the green one? Because like if you're talking about the purple one, they're in way different categories. Actually, the green one's in way different category too. Send the video in Discord. What's this video?
Going down to 14, Frank was the best decision that I ever made. Oh, okay. You posted. Okay. Evoke Solid and Hysteria are legit. See, here's the thing. I don't know why people use just one brand. Unless you're on staff, I would use everything.
Yeah, there's no reason to be loyal.
Yeah, unless you're on staff. The green one. So that brings me to a topic before we get off, because the NBA Finals is Game 7, and I'm not trying to let 8 miss it. So even though we're going to be a little short, I promise one day during the week we will pop up and bowl. We'll pop up and talk more bowling. But I want to talk about a topic before we do get off. I've got a lot of emails, and I mean a lot. In the last 2 months, I think I got 70 emails. People referencing bowling balls. And what I'm noticing is they have this misconception. And I'm not complaining. Their misconception is that I get all these balls and I blow through them, and I'm like, I don't like this one, I don't like this one. And they feel like I do that because I have the ability to get more because I don't pay for them. Because they're free for me, I can just be like, you know what? I don't like it. It's free. Who cares? When in hindsight 2010, the reality is every single ball review I do, I pay for the ball. Every single ball review I do, I pay for the drilling. Every single ball review I do, there is no part of it that I don't pay for. Everything I do, I pay for. You know what I mean? So I need people to, that's the only part, the time, who cares? I do all my own editing. Nobody helps me. I don't pay people to do it. None of that. Nope. So I don't have an issue with any of that, and I don't have an issue with people saying whatever they want to say, pretty much. But I want everybody to understand that all these balls I do a review on, I'm actually buying out of my own pocket. I'm not like Lewis. I'm not like Charles or Luke or Darren. I'm not on staff with Bowler's Mark. I'm not on staff with Storm or Motive or Brunswick. And here's the thing, right? I'll never be on staff with one of them because then that means I can only do reviews of their equipment, and I like doing all of them. And would I make a deal with Bowler's Mart to where they sent me the stuff free, or another company, online company that sends me free balls to do demos and then I plug them? Absolutely, I would. But up to this point, I just haven't seen the benefit in doing it yet. So, but yes, for every review I do, I'm spending my own money because this is what I love to do. So, and for me, when I started doing this, it was never about me getting on staff with any of those companies. It's about I love the sport so much that I figured I'd do some reviews. And here's the thing, right? So when I say I don't like something, I really don't like it. When I say I love something, I really love it. Like the Ion Max, I love that ball. Probably only because I can see it the best, though. But who knows? He said the Venom
Serious
shot.
question.
Oh, I'm loyal. See, I like
How can
that
I get
stuff. Like I will bowl with any ball.
How can I get my camera to record a smaller video size? What do you mean by smaller? And if you're recording revs, if you're recording bowling, it should always be in landscape. You never want to do portrait. Portrait mode is meant for selfies. You should never do anything in portrait mode if you're filming away from your camera. Anything action related, landscape. If you want to take a selfie, portrait.
Hey Jeff, not all of Brunswick balls are made in Mexico. You know that, right? Just a fun fact. Not all of Brunswick balls are made in Mexico.
Yeah, they have a manufacturing plant in Michigan.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They are not all made in Mexico. So that's a fun fact, though, for you, Jeff. Just so you know, though.
Oh, wait, you're talking about for Discord revs? I think what you're describing is a Discord problem, not your camera problem. Because I get the same thing. The only way I know of to make them smaller is to either film in lower quality or make them shorter. Like cut them down after you film them. Make it like a copy of it. Anything 4K is going to be too big. 1080p, if it's short enough, Discord will sometimes allow it. If not, you got to pay for, I think it's called like Bolt or something like that, is the full version of Discord where you can send any length of video.
Well, Craig, this is what I would tell you. Every radical ball that you see done on Luke's channel, or radical ball done by The Hype, or done by Lewis, or done by any of those, they are given to them at no charge. Now, here's the thing. They aren't giving it to, I don't think they're being given to them by Radical themselves. I think they're being given to them by Bowler Smart.
It depends on which one of them, because some of them have Bowler's Mark contracts and some of them are just friends with people in Radical, for Radical specifically, and they send them demos.
So, but nevertheless, they're getting them at no cost. For me, I'm paying the full burden of each one.
Yeah, nitro is what I was talking about, Revs.
And here's the thing, Craig. I don't have an objection doing it. I'll tell you, hey, have you ever heard me complain about that?
About what?
Paying for the balls.
No.
It's not a concern for me because it's what I love to do. But I don't want to be clumped into that group where people are saying, well, you're only saying this about this ball because you're getting it free so you can replace it like this. No, that's not that's I'm also one of those guys that do reviews predicated on, okay, well, this ball costs 200, this ball costs 100. They both do the same thing. Why buy this if you can buy this? You know what I mean? So the Orgy EX, I like it. But it's really similar to what ball is that, A? What motor ball is that?
Lethal?
Yeah, it's really similar to Lethal Venom. It's really similar to Lethal Venom. And for me, the Lethal Venom is more favorable to my eyes than the Origin. Well, that's all you're gonna get from me. I mean, Craig, I don't have to duck, dodge, or bend. I don't have to answer to anyone except for you guys. The only people I got to answer to is everybody watching it. I don't worry about going sideways. If somebody don't like it, I'm sorry if people don't like the fact that I don't like something. That's on them. But here's what's funny though. Me and A don't agree on bowling balls. Like A hates the Arctic vibe. I love the Arctic vibe. But it just is what it is.
I don't hate the Arctic vibe. I don't hate the Arctic vibe, for the record.
Nah, hey, listen, hold on, wait, Craig, check this out. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I am not a PBA bowler. Okay, I have aspirations of maybe winning a regional one day on the senior tour. No, I'm just kidding. In any tour, I do have aspirations to want to do it, to challenge myself. However, I'm not a PBA bowler, so I'm not. Listen, Mikey Tang said it best. He ain't EJ. He can miss. Well, I'm saying it. I'm not Mikey, so I can definitely miss. So I reserve the right to miss a lot, especially when I'm going through my metamorphosis. Now, when I come out of this, if I'm not any more accurate, then we're gonna have some kind of problem.
Coach hates the Rattler NU, and I love mine. Wait, when did you throw the Rattler NU? I thought it was the Hammer one that you didn't like.
No, I threw the Rattler NU.
Did you throw the Rattler? The green ball? I don't remember that.
Cheaper is better at times. It depends on what you're looking for. It all depends on the shape that you're looking for. Right, Craig? The Arctic Vibe is an amazing ball, except when Coach A's hating on it.
Because it sucks. I'm just kidding.
Water sucks. It really, really sucks.
There's just way better out there.
It is not. Maybe I wouldn't regional, Jeff. Listen, it all depends on my body, man. Like I said, I thought I was coming out of the woods of injury, then I hurt my big toe. And power stepping, getting out of it really hurts. So, but I'll be all right. But that's the goal, is to win. And then once I win a regional, man, then I want to win a pro event, right? Hey, I don't know how to stop. Somebody better stop me now. I'm calling out Tayshawn, track stealth mode, showdown. Ooh, Revs. We should make that happen. Virtual.
What are the two balls?
Stealth mode showdown.
Stealth mode versus what?
Stealth mode. He said a stealth mode showdown.
Oh, does he have a stealth mode too?
Yeah.
That would be fun. Do like a split screen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That would be cool. And I can make that happen with Tate. Tayshawn, that's easy. Um, see, that's what I'm talking about, Jeff. Brands don't matter. It's called differential. You see what Red said? He said, "What caused the spirit ball to hook last minute?" Differential. It's true. Differential. What is your
Uh,
okay? So listen, I'm gonna say
I
this,
would say
and
it's more surface than differential.
I'm gonna say this in the best way possible. Most pro shops sell a spare ball that ain't really a spare ball. Like a white dot is not a spare ball. A T zone is not a. They hook. They might be more beginner balls than they are spare balls. They hook.
Well, hold on, because you're talking about two different things. A target zone is specifically designed to throw at spares. A white dot is not.
I'm
A
talking about
white
the
dot,
one.
a white dot's considered like a beginner ball. A target zone is specifically considered a spare ball.
But the differential's the same.
Doesn't matter.
It does. It hooks.
It's not the differential that's making it hook.
Now,
It's the cover.
I seen somebody put 5,000 on it and then hit it with compound and polish, and on a dry lane they shaped it to the pocket.
I didn't say anything about surface. I said cover.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Um. I hook T zones hook for me. Remember that was the first spear ball I had, and then I had and it hooked. But even the spear ball I got right now hooks. I'm waiting to get and I already talked to them like classic and everything, and I talked to them, and the spare ball, the Belmo spare balls are not in this country. That's why they haven't. That's why they're not. Can't be. You can't buy one right now. But I got it so I can buy two of them. Actually, I might actually get three. Um, when they're available, because I need a zero dip spare ball. A compression sock. That's interesting.
That's a good
OG
idea.
stealth.
Or some
Was the
Dr.
OG
Scholl.
was the OG stealth good or something?
You had it.
The black one?
Yeah.
Why did they call it?
Well,
Why do you call it the OG stealth when it's just?
I guess you were still kind of like in beginner mode back then, so maybe you realize how good it was.
Oh, okay. The hammer axe. I think that's got. I'm pretty sure that the hammer axe. I think that's got what you call it differential. What is that diff?
It
A?
does. More than you're looking for.
Yeah, it's more than everybody looking for. A unicorn spare ball? Do we know who makes it? Yeah, hammer axe hooks. Unicorn spare balls right here too. My Little Pony. I'm looking right now, Craig, to see what differentials on it. To see what it's actually made of. Yeah, but Jeff, those clear ones like that, there's zero differential too, and that plays a part. That unicorn ball is plastic. I don't know what it would do. It's a visible, so I imagine it hooks a little bit. What do you think, eh?
All the visible balls are going to hook the same.
See, so it's gonna hook. Yeah, that hammer axe hooks. Matter of fact, the hammer axe is a ball that I would love to have on like a 34-foot shot with a lane breakdown. It'll run you right to the pocket. You had it made for your granddaughter. That's good. That's really good. I mean, if she's younger and into bowling, it's a good thing to have. And as she gets older and progresses, then she can get into something different. But for me, I need that outside portion. I need that Belmont spare ball. I need to be able to roll it where it just. I missed the 10 pin today on that PBA Wolf, and I flattened it out, and it just hooked anyway. But I should have gave myself more room though. Yeah, urethane can be used. I'm not a big urethane kind of guy, but they can definitely be used for short patterns. Well, Red, a spare ball with zero diff would probably be the best option. However, there's not very many around right now. So what I would suggest is for any of you that is getting a spare ball, probably went to watch the game. For any of you, I would definitely recommend that you look at the differential. The lower the better. Like 0.006 is probably the lowest you can get at the moment. I would probably suggest you do that. I ain't trying to mess with no spare balls that hook, man. I don't even like my spare ball right now, but I just gotta wait. Yeah, I bet you did, and I bet you he scored pretty daggone good, Jeff, on that cheetah pattern too. The Radical Torpedo hooks. The Radical Direct Hit hooks. They both hook. I'm talking. Phew. Yeah, they hook. They hook. But that's the thing, though. You got to know what you're looking for, and like you can go to a pro shop. I seen somebody, man, this spare ball sucks, and I'm looking at it like this is a white dot. That ain't no spare ball, bro. What do you mean? The pro shop told me over there. They told me this is a great. Man, please. That ball will hook the whole lane. But that's the catch-22. People only tell you. Pro shop operators, man, they about money, and so sometimes they you don't get all the information that you should. Yeah, if you watch the pros, most of their spare balls are the cancer awareness balls. Most of them have those, and those balls have zero diff. But that's what you need. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna jump off here because I do want to watch some of Game 7. Oh, A's back. A's back. I thought you left to go watch Game 7.
No, I left because my internet crashed.
Oh. Jeff said, out of all the spare balls, the T-zone hooks the least. I had them all. Except the Belmo ball. Well, it's $149. So I guess it ain't considered. I don't know if that's considered cheap or not, but a ball's a ball. But I guess for a spare ball, that is kind of expensive, huh? About $40 more than a regular spare ball. But yeah, I do want to jump off to go watch the game. Hey, you're going to watch it or no?
Of course.
Are you already watching it?
Yeah.
What's the score?
It was 30, 40, or like 42 to 36 or something last time I looked.
Okay, so it's a game then.
Hold on. Yeah, it's close.
Ain't nobody opened up yet. That's perfect. And then I'll let you guys know because I promise you I'll jump on during the week too. And then every Sunday from then on out, we're going to do the Breakpoint. And then I'm going to jump. And then, so every Sunday, 6:30. And then I'm going to jump on one time during the week. I've been updating for you. Updating. Okay. So with that being said, thanks again for tuning in to the Breakpoint. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and stay tuned because the perfect fits will be going out to the members. And then the SUs are about to launch. And then the targeting system, dude, I'm so excited. And when you see those videos, when you see the videos that are dropping tomorrow early afternoon with the targeting rig, you're going to be like, okay, that's nice. Because Sean did a heck of a job. You guys will see it. Have a good night. And I'll let you guys know when I'll be live again. Later, guys.